I don't know if you've ever been a Boy Scout or not, and if you were, congratulations. Here in the Santa Clarita Valley, I don't have my statistics with me, so maybe I can get some help from Ransom Boynton here from the Boy Scouts of America here in the local chapter. Tell me a little bit, because we were talking about this, Ransom, the other day about how many units are there, how many scouts are there, and the amount of number of hours that they put in.
We have just under 90 units here in Santa Clarita Valley. That's Cub Scout troops, Cub Scout packs, Boy Scout troops, venture crews, and exploring posts. We also have just over 1,900 youth and over 1,000 adult volunteers. And I think that you asked about man hours of service. We over 30,000 alone just last year. So we're giving back to the community quite a bit.
And we're talking, of course, this isn't just something that some major organization that does not do it without the help of community leaders here, correct?
That's right.
And, of course, within that, we've got the Boy Scouts of America Leaders of Character recognition dinner in recognizing some of the community people here in town that do actually help out and support the Boy Scouts.
Right. This is our 11th year hosting this event, and we started it way back in the day to try to help recognize those folks that were the pillars of our community that helped with other youth programs, including our own, or just helped keep the community growing. So that was our idea when we first started it, and we're happy to have the 11th year this year.
And with that, we've got one of the nominees or honorees this year is Jim Backer from JSB Development. And Jim, tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Boy Scouts.
Well, I grew up a little bit in the Cub Scouts, but never really made it to Boy Scouts. And then my oldest son, about 5 years ago, started going to become a member of Troop 316, which was at Grace Baptist, is now at North Park Community Church, and he really enjoyed it. And his involvement led to my involvement and going on some camping trips and other things. So we could go pitch tents in the wilderness, and we had a great time together. And he had a great time, and there was a lot of service activity with that. In working at the camps, his troop in particular did a lot with some of the camps they go to as a service project.
So kind of a bonding experience for both of you.
Absolutely. And
so when we talk about leaders of character and the recognition, is there certain criteria that meets this or Ransom, or is it just kind of like picking from a group of people?
Well, we have community leaders that are a part of our own committee that sit down every year and take a look at the folks that we really admire, the folks that are really out there helping to benefit the Santa Clarita Valley in meaningful ways. And we try to select folks that have, that can either be directly tied with scouting or not. But it's really an opportunity for us to make sure that we're recognizing them as the model leaders that our young boys should be looking up to, the ones that we're hoping that they turn into as a result of the scouting program and the ethics and morals that it teaches.
And I mentioned this the other day, talking about these young people are the ones who later on are going to be shaping not only their destiny, but will still be around shaping our destiny. And so it's always good to start off with those types of tenets and character traits to get them in the frame of mind so that they're not learning it, having the midlife crisis and realizing all the mistakes they made, right?
You're right. If we can influence a young child early on, kindergarten, first grade, we can keep them away from that risky behavior. It's much easier to help a child grow with that mentality than it is to try to correct something that happens later on, to your point.
And that's good. So tell me a little bit, your involvement. What do you do for the Boy Scouts?
I'm the district director, so I'm in charge of all program financing and membership programming for the entire Santa Clarita Valley. I also supervise the Antelope Valleys program, and I've been doing it since about 2010. I'm an Eagle Scout myself. It was a way for me to give back to the organization that had done so much for me. So I'm very passionate about what I do. And I love being able to see the youth and what they do for the communities, and I love watching them grow. I've had a lot of opportunities to start new units both here in Antelope Valley, and just to be able to watch those kids get that scouting experience for the first time. It's so exciting to see these kids, grasp the program and take what it has to heart.
I think that's really important, as we talked about. And let's talk a little bit about the recognition dinner itself. It's tomorrow at SCVI Charter School out there in Castaic. Now, is there still the opportunity for people to go to the event or
There is still an opportunity. You can call me directly at my office, 661-284-6330. It starts at 6 p.m., as you mentioned, over at SCVI Charter School. And we'll have a cocktail hour there at 6, and dinner will start at 7. So if you're looking to come out and support our honorees in the Boy Scouts of America, give me a phone call.
And that is outstanding. And of course, what if, and the same number also, if parents out there have kids who might want to become scouts?
Yes, I am the man you call, 661-284-6330.
That's Ransom Boynton.
Yes.
Operators are standing by. And important. And now, though, there is kind of like I don't want to call it pre-scouts. You have a really good name for it.
Yes, it's the Lion program. It's a program that was started a few years ago, but it's really catching on this year. It's a kindergarten age program. So once again, we're trying to make sure that we involve parents and are always looking for things to do with their sons. So this is a way that we can provide that program a little earlier to them. So the Lion program has just started here in this valley this year.
Well, that's outstanding. Again, the Boy Scouts of America Leaders of Character Recognition Dinner is tomorrow, 6 o'clock, SCVI Charter School. Call Ransom. Give that number again.
661-284-6330.
And there's also a Facebook page. You just look for Boy Scouts Leaders of Character Santa Clarita, and it comes up. So, and Jim, congratulations, and thank you for all the hard work you're doing for the Scouts and the community.
Worries.
Really appreciate it.